Legoshi is too pure and innocent for this world, despite him being a grey wolf and so much more. His reaction to Haru is just, it's just so much. And the rumors are true about Haru. She is the dwarf rabbit going around sleeping with different guys, saying to the point that she is so dangerous even carnivores fear her because how she can just draw people in and just capture them with her seduction. Such an innocent, small looking thing can be so tempting, but that's just how it is sometimes. But Haru was a different case. He knows nothing about romance, and like I said before, he hadn't really got there just yet when it comes to growing up, if you know what I mean. So him reacting to that was reasonable. He just wanted some roses and he felt bad for what he did last night. However, it seems like Haru doesn't really know who exactly attacked her. So he was in the clear. So he got the hell out of there, man. Like, I can't handle this. I'm not ready for this. Even though he's 17 years old. But hey, man, that's your choice, man, and I respect them. I respect anyone's choice of what they want to do with their life like that. So, anyways, Haru was still amused that a very intimidating wolf was afraid of her. She found it very interesting. And you can see this with the three main characters. Exactly, you know. Um, Legacy is upstanding, but he wants to stay that way. Where wait, I said Lewis is the one that's to stay up. He's upstanding. He will stay that way. He feels a little bit inferior to what he is. While Legacy is the guy who feels, in the right place where he is. He's still discovering who he is, but everyone else sees him as so much more. While Haru is innocent, but at the same time, she's on the other side. So there's both sides. These characters definitely are more than just two-dimensional. They're definitely on a three-dimensional plane. They're very complex and filled with different emotions and personalities and feelings. It's the reason why I enjoy the show very much, and I was very pleased when I heard it was being animated. Now, by Studio Orange, I was definitely pleased. If it was done by any studio, such as JC staff, I would have been very on the worry side, but I'm not no more. Well, after that fact, there's a lot more to strength than people need to see. I believe I said it before in a review where I talk about the difference between a gift and a talent. A gift is something you're born with. It comes naturally to you, and you can do it like secondhand nature. It's just easy. Where a talent is something you take and you nurture it, and you watch it grow, and you excel at it to the point where you can hit mastery. And that's where you see between Lewis and Legacy. Lewis is someone who's working hard to stay on top. He feels intimidated. He feels like he has to be number one or else it's back down to be last place. So he tries his best, even with an injured body. He pushes himself beyond the limit. So if anything less, people see not much of him, just a regular deer. So he feels he has to do that. But he looks at someone like Legacy, someone who stays in the background. He believes he can be so much more. And he could be right. Legacy, after all, is a Grey Wolf. He's very talented. He's very perspective. He can see all the sides going on. He's an observer kind of person. So he has a good brain. He's just very dense with it. And if he fixes up that flaw, he can become a better creature. Because Legacy, he's automatically strong. He can do these things without really training like Lewis had to. So he is the gifted where Lewis is the talented. So they are looking at each other and they see different kinds of things. Legacy sees Lewis as this amazing person of someone who's was an underdog, became the top dog. And now everyone sees him as the strength of hope, as that anyone can be on top. Whether they're a omnivore or a carnivore, they have what it takes. Where Lewis sees Legacy's strength as something like he wants, just naturally born with it. And because of that, he's not naturally born strength is something he sees as like automatically intimidating, automatically knows what they can do, but even without realizing it. So they're not so self-aware or anything like that, which puts them in a different spectrum in a way. Like I said, a big difference between a gift and a talent, and I hope you see that as well. Another thing I also learned about this episode is the ecology. I think it's called the ecology, where the creatures of a certain species will come together, and I guess they'll go in their natural habitat. Like Legacy was inside the moon, and in this room, which is a big moon, and they're just sitting there. And there are two polar bears in this very cold area, and they're saying how it's getting hot lately. Like really, it's like as they go into these rooms to fit in their habitat. I guess some creatures do need it after all. I forgot the truth, like the bigger explanation and breakdown of it, but that's all I know so far. But it's very interesting how they really open up with the world, how it is. It's very good. But like I said before, it does remind me of Zootopia in a very similar way, but more mature, as you can see. Now, another thing I learned is also about the drama club. The drama club was the reason why not only it was a union between carnivores and carnivores, but also each student was selected there for a reason. In a way, it's like a Danganronpa thing. Everyone had some type of secret that they are hiding, and because of that, they were selected to join this club. Some came from some shady backgrounds, unfortunate, or a mongoose being raised by hyenas and stuff like that. Very interesting and peculiar kind of lifestyles. And of course, so it makes you wonder, what is Lucy hiding and what is Lewis hiding? They're both in the drama club. There has to be a reason for why they're in there. They're selected for a reason. What the reason is, we'll hopefully find out as time goes on. Now, the play starts to hit, and I have to say, I wish I could have seen the whole play. Some of the stuff I feel like they could have cut out with the show and just show us the play. I like to see it. Sometimes when you see an anime where they're about to do a rock show or something like that, and they get to it, but they only show the ending to it. Like, you want to see the whole thing sometimes. I want to see this play. I want to see how it works, because I'm actually a big fan of theater arts in a way. I don't do it myself. I participated here and there, but not fully. I just like to watch. And I really wish we could have seen it, but I guess not. But as you can see, even when Lewis was giving a pep talk, and in a day, it was just boosting himself. It's almost like when he's talking to people, he's talking to himself. He's reflecting what he says on people, and it bounces back to him. It's like he is his own pep talker, and he does it through talking to other people. Some people in the real world do this after all. Very interesting. And seeing his outer monologue and inner monologue contrasting with each other, how he's being this up type of guy, but inside he's being very selfish. He's worked hard. He's saying you worked hard, but in the day he's saying he worked hard on it. So I'm guessing this is how he pretty much boosts himself up throughout life. He needed that someone to tell him that he can do it, that he has to do it. Like, pass or fail, sink or swim. If you're not first, you're last. And he had that type of pep talk motivation with him all his life. The point it pushed him towards the edge, and to the point he collapsed at the end. He already had a injured leg, and he probably had some fatigue, and was really exhausted. He really pushed himself beyond his limit, which caused all this to happen now. And that's what you do when you put your passion into something that you really, really love to do. Now, is it worth it? Well, it all depends how much you're willing to sacrifice at the end of the day. Are you willing to be famous to live an easygoing life? Or are you willing to be famous to the point where you're just doing it for passion, where you're willing to throw yourself out there much as you can to the point you fall apart? It's up to you in the end of the day. And that's where I'll leave this episode review. Because, like I said, you can't go wrong with Beastars, I really do enjoy it. So anyways, I'm going to wrap this up. Tell you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and of course hit the bell icon. As you can see, I got somewhere to be today, so yeah, gotta cut this short. Yeah, I hope you guys have a good night, and whatever else you guys doing out there. This has been Madcrownxox, signing out.